Hey there, welcome to Mat with Foam Roller, the class where we're going to spend the next 20 to 25 minutes or so lying on, stretching on, rolling on, bouncing on, doing a whole bunch of different things on our foam rollers. So when you're ready, maybe on the mat. Okay, we're going to start lying on it. So sit at the very end and then roll yourself back. And then don't fix anything. Just lie back and notice how your body landed. Notice where your feet are, where your tailbone is, where your rib cage is. Just notice. And then I'm going to start guiding you through some landmarks to line our bodies up on the foam roller nice and balanced. So as I do, you can just make any quick little adjustments or shimmy around a little bit so you can find really good balance from left to right. So first is the feet. We want to try to have our feet hips distance apart and parallel, second toes pointing straight ahead. And then our knees are reaching out right over those second toes. So they're in line with our ankles and our hips. And then traveling up into your back side, you want to have a nice heavy tailbone and a light low back. A heavy rib cage, even down into those floating ribs, which are about almost halfway down your back. And then a nice light neck and a heavy head. And then you want to feel centered side to side. For just a few moments, just rock to the right and to the left, almost as if you're going to fall off the roller, but then go the other way. And bring yourself to center. And then glide your arms up towards the top of your mat, trying to reach out the top corners. Arms are nice and long and as heavy as can be. And then glide your arms back down by your sides. And glide your arms up towards the top of your mat. And glide your arms back down to your sides. Now let's incorporate some breathing to this to give us a little bit more of a stretch through our shoulders. So we need to exhale as your arms are reaching towards the top of your mat. Inhale, fill up those lungs as your arms come down to your sides. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. On this next one, leave your arms wherever you feel the best stretch. That's usually up towards the top of your mat. And breathe there a couple times. Just letting those arms sink down as close to the floor as possible. And turn your head side to side. You can go at whatever pace you like. And leave your face to the right side of the room. And just do a few more snow angels with the left arm. So gliding that left arm up towards the top of your mat and then down by your side. And then let that left arm be wherever it wants to be. Turn and look towards the left side of your room. And the right arm, glide it up and down along the floor. And then let that arm rest wherever it wants to be. Look at the ceiling again. Make sure you're center, left to right on the foam roller. Glide both arms up towards the top corners of the mat. This is your Y stretch. Then bend your elbows. Your arms are going to pull down into a W position. This is your W stretch. Straighten those arms up to your Y stretch. Bend the elbows down to your W stretch. It's just a bend and a straighten at the elbow. And go back and forth. Still trying to keep those arms as heavy towards the mat as possible. And then keep your next W position, hold it there, turn your head side to side, just like before. And look towards the right and stay. Reach your left arm up into your Y position. So go ahead and straighten that left arm up towards the top of the mat and then bend your left elbow, pulling your left arm into your W stretch. And left arm is a Y, left arm is a W. And then let that left arm be wherever it wants to be. Turn and face the left side of your room. Same thing with the right arm. Straighten it and bend it. And then let that right arm be wherever it wants to be. Look towards the ceiling again, and then take your right hand to your right shoulder, left hand to your left shoulder. Make some nice big elbow circles, the biggest elbow circles you can possibly make. You can let the rib cage move away from the foam roller. You can let your shoulder blades go up towards your ears. You can do anything your body wants to do as long as these feel good. Then reverse it. And then reach both arms up high towards the ceiling. Keep those shoulder blades heavy on your back, so you should feel the shoulder blades just gently hugging the top curve of the foam roller. And lift your right leg up to a tabletop position. Now, if you are a little bit wobbly, that's a good thing. That means you're working and improving. If you're really wobbly and you're tensing up your muscles in order to not fall off, then I want you to choose one of your arms, either one works, and place it down by your side, just for a little extra support. And you can do that at any point during these balance exercises. All right, here we go. Reach one or two arms back towards the wall behind you, keeping those floating ribs on the foam roller. As you do, tap your right foot down to the floor. Pull everything back up to start. And reach your arms back, one or two of those arms. Tap your right foot down. Pull everything back to start. Okay, there's the movement. Now, try to maintain even weight throughout the bottom of that left foot. Chances are you're going to want to shift a lot more weight to the outer edge than the inner edge. So just stay mindful of that. Keep your left knee pointing right out over your left toes. One or two more on this side. And then come to your starting position. One or two arms in the air, right leg in the air, and with as much control as you can, switch legs. So the right foot goes down, left leg comes up. All right, try to maintain as much even weight throughout the bottom of that right foot as possible. Reach one or two arms back towards the wall behind you as you tap your left foot down towards the floor. And don't be surprised if this side feels different. So if at any point you need more or less support, you can change the configuration of your arms. Keep reaching. Reach from your center and pull it back into your center. And once again, with as much control as we can find, we're going to switch legs again. So left foot lands, right leg is up. Now, keep your left arm in the air. You can have your right arm in the air as well, or you can have your right arm down on the floor. But left arm in the air, right leg in the air. As you reach your left arm behind you, tap your right foot down towards the floor. And come back up. So almost exactly what we were doing before, only now this time we're definitely just using the left arm. So left arm reaches back, right foot touches down. But then on the next one, right foot touches down, left arm opens up out to the side. And come back. So we're alternating the movement of the arm. The first one is left arm reaches back, right foot touches down. Back to start. Left arm reaches open to the side, right foot touches down. Come back to start. I'll talk you through it one more time. Left arm reaches back, right foot touches down. Back to start. Left arm opens up to the side, right foot touches down. Back to start. Do a couple more with this pair of limbs. And next time you're in your starting position, switch legs. All right, now have the right arm in the air. Left arm is optional. Right arm will reach towards the wall behind you. Left toes will tap down. Toes or heel, any part of your foot counts. And then reach everything back to start. Now as the left toes drop down or reach down towards the floor, the right arm will open out to the side. Come back to start. Arm reaches behind you. Arm reaches out to the side. Even weight through the sole of that right foot. And just one more time. Once you're in your starting position, one or two arms up in the air, I want you to just switch legs back and forth a few times, trying to stay as controlled and graceful as possible. Go slow, so really land and find your balance before you switch to the other side. And last switch. All right, both feet to the floor, both arms to the floor. Do a few more snow angels, just gliding those arms up towards the top of the mat and then down by your side. And then go ahead and roll off your roller and let your mat just swallow you up. You'll feel like your spine is sinking down into the mat. Okay, roll to your side and come up to sitting. You can sit comfortably wherever you want to be. And we'll hold the rollers on the ends. And the whole time we have, we're not squeezing it like we're trying to smush it. We have enough engagement in there where if somebody came by and tried to knock the roller out of your hands by doing like a karate chop, they wouldn't be able to knock it out. Okay, so just enough engagement for that. Not so much engagement that you're muscling through it. Sit up nice and tall in your neutral spine position. So rib cage over the pelvis, shoulders over the rib cage, head over the shoulders. Your elbows can just be gently bent. Yeah, they don't have to be locked out straight, just gently bent. And then I'm going to have you pull the foam roller towards you, but think less about the foam roller coming towards you and more about your elbows reaching towards the wall behind you. And then reach the foam roller out in front of you. Press those elbows back behind you. Foam roller out in front of you. As those elbows are reaching towards the wall behind you, feel how open and wide your chest is. I want you to try to maintain that as you move the foam roller away from you. Keeping those collarbones long, lots and lots of space in the upper part of the chest, the upper part of the lungs. Keep pressing those elbows back. And next time your arms are straight, keep them straight. Maintain your neutral. Chances are that rib cage is going to want to move forward and your head's going to want to move backwards, so keep everything in neutral. And then go ahead and reach the foam roller up towards the ceiling as high as you can go while still maintaining neutral. And then lower the foam roller back down right in front of you. And lift up. Nice, gentle, consistent squeeze on the roller. Nice, strong arms. 3 more. As you bring the foam roller down in front of you, imagine you have like a bar. It's a bar, so it's not going to move. There's a lot of structure to it. From the very center of your chest to the very center of the foam roller. Then twist to your left, and because there's a bar connecting you to the foam roller, everything moves together. And then center your ribcage back over your pelvis and twist to the right. So we're trying to maintain the relationship of the foam roller, the arms, the shoulders, and the very top of your chest. So we're doing the twist from the spine. One more time. And next time you return to center, you can stay. Put your roller down and just roll those shoulders out a few times. All right, now place the foam roller at the top or towards the top part of your mat. We're going to do a plank here. Now, if for any reason this doesn't feel good on your wrists, we don't want to sacrifice the wrist for this, so you can get rid of the foam roller for this exercise. An important thing when you're doing a plank in either case, but especially up here on the foam roller, is to have the weight from your arm going straight down. You don't want the weight of your arm angling forward, nor do you want it angling back. Your wrist will not like that. So the weight of your arm straight down. Then, once you're in position, press one leg back and then the other. Lower your hips so they're a little bit lower than your shoulder blades. Head in line with your spine so your head's not hanging or looking forward. You're looking right down at the mat. And hold it there and breathe. Reaching back through your heels so you get good length through your whole body. And then rest down. Press yourself back to a child's pose. You can keep your hands on the foam roller and roll the roller away from you so you get a little bit more of a stretch in your upper back. Feels like someone's pulling your arms as your tush is reaching back towards the wall behind you. And then use your belly muscles to initiate this. Pull your belly button up. Roll yourself up to sitting. Okay, now bring the foam roller down towards more the bottom of your mat. And we're going to put it underneath our shins. If you have sensitive shins and this is really not feeling very good, you can either take a towel and just a smaller towel and just fold it up on the foam roller. The foam roller is not going to roll too much. Or you can also sit this one out or substitute it with another exercise. All right, so we're going to find another plank position. Well, kind of a plank. Our knees are going to start bent. So spine down between those shoulder blades, head in line with the spine. And then we're going to pull the foam roller in, lengthen the foam roller out long. Knees bend, legs straighten. Pull it in, use those abs. Control it out, use those abs. Now you can stay here or take it to the next level. Legs are out long. Bend your left knee and pull it in underneath you. It's not on the foam roller. And then switch legs. We're doing single leg stretch upside down. One leg bends, one leg straightens. The right leg is on the foam roller. And then of course, we're gonna switch. So when you're ready, pull the right knee underneath you, left leg long, and go. And rest when you're ready. Whew, those are hard. Rest when you're ready. We're gonna roll out our back now. We definitely deserve a treat. So place the foam roller up towards the top of your mat once again. sit in front of it, and then lie back. If you have long hair, go ahead and get it out of the way. You definitely don't want to run over your hair. Doesn't feel good. Support your head with your hands and just roll up and down the upper part of your back. And you can shift your weight over to the right to get in there a little bit deeper. And you can shift your weight over to your left. And then finish off with just a few more rolls even across your back. And when you're done, roll yourself up to sitting. Thanks so much for joining me and my foam roller today. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you and your foam roller and do a little Pilates. And I'll see you next time. Bye.